Oh, it is tradition for so many families, and it is tradition here on the Morning Blend to get to talk about Next Generation Ballet's The Nutcracker. And that also means that once again, the artistic director, Philip Neal, is joining us once again. Philip, how you doing? 'Tis the season, my friend.
It is the season. I'm very excited for the holidays. I know many of your viewers are. I already have all my decorations up at home. I'm excited to do the Nutcracker and get back in the theater.
You know, Philip, we've talked about the tradition behind it, but I feel like even more so this year, it could mean more because we're starting to get back to family traditions this year versus the last, 2 years at that time. Are you feeling that with your dancers and what people can expect in the performance?
Yeah, we're grateful we've been able to function throughout the pandemic, that things are sort of returning back to normal. And I feel everyone is embracing the traditions of the holidays. And I'm actually in my studio right now. I have a lot of props with me because we've been rehearsing intensely. We're going to do 5 shows in Morsani Hall. We have stellar guest artists from the American Ballet Theater in New York coming down to dance the leads. And I'm also very excited that because of COVID testing and because of all the protocols we've done, the dancers are actually going to be able to dance with their masks all for the first time. So I think that we can celebrate a lot, both the Nutcracker this season and a return to more normal times.
Now, Philip, as we're taking a look at some of the performances of years past, every year you add something. I mean, I remember you added tap dancing one time. I was so excited about that. What'd you do this season? What can people in the audience expect that maybe is Philip's little twist on each year?
Well, I'm not going to disappoint. The drum behind me is for the tap dancer. A wonderful woman named Irene Rodriguez moved to Tampa from Cuba recently, and she is the most famous flamenco dancer in all of Cuba. And one of the divertissements in the second act is a Spanish dance, and we've transformed it into a flamenco dance.
Very cool.
Tambourines and making the stomping noises. And so each year I try to move one thing. Of course, we'll have the Rockette style dancers for the Just for Kicks. We'll have the Mouse King. These are Fabergé eggs that little children actually get inside of. Their little eggs come to life. So it just keeps growing every year. So the familiarity of the tradition is there, but always look for something new and exciting.
What people aren't aware too, always the reviews are fabulous. I mean, this really is one of the top Nutcracker performances you can see. And I want to talk a little bit about, of course, the Sugar Plum Fairy. You know, that role tends to stand out. But also the fact that it's a pre-professional dancer in this role. Why is that so important to give that title role, that experience to somebody who doesn't yet have that professional title to their name?
Well, we bear a great responsibility being the official ballet center, the official ballet company of the Straz Center. And I always say to the students, you might be students, but the people coming to the show don't know that you're teenagers. So you have to be mature beyond your years. So every part that they're dancing, with the exception of the Sugar Plum Fairy, is the Next Generation Ballet dancer. So Sugar Plum Fairy this year is going to be a woman named Skylar Brandt, who's a principal in the American Ballet Theater. She was on the cover of Dance Magazine. She's coming down. She opened the American Ballet Theater season at Lincoln Center just a couple of weeks ago. Their return to the theater, she was the opening night cast. So she's going to share the stage with all of them. So the Sugar Plum Fairy is the exception to the rule, but the Snow Queen, Prince, Claire, all of that is Next Generation Ballet. They are mature well beyond their years.
I've never thought about that before, Philip, how people do expect a certain level of talent when you sit down in the Straz and you're able to deliver, except for those 2 roles, but still, just to give the students the experience. I love it. Hey, really quick though, before we close, I've shared with you before why it's so special for me, but each year you have so much pride and passion that goes into the Nutcracker. What is it that makes the Nutcracker so special to Next Generation Ballet?
Well, Nutcracker is the first for most ballet goers. I can remember the first time I saw it. It's how I got recruited into ballet, was a Nutcracker. They desperately needed a boy. It's many people's first exposure to ballet, and I hope they fall so in love with the magic of it and the quality of it that they come back and they embrace ballet more. We have so much going on at the Straz Center. As you well know, we've got these big ballet competitions coming through. We're doing Sleeping Beauty in the spring. I'm very proud of the quality of what we do, but I think Nutcracker is what brings people into the theater.
Oh, I think it is too. Tickets, definitely affordable. It's one of those ways that you can celebrate with friends, family. There's the information so you can get tickets. As always, Philip, you know, one of my favorites to talk with each time, Nutcracker in hand, Mouse King head in hand. Oh, let the fun continue. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.